Good. All right, everybody. So everyone should grab 2 blocks and a blanket. We're going to shove the blocks towards the front of the mat. And then we're going to start just in a comfortable seat. So you can start in Siddhasana, where you cross at your ankles. If you have tight hips, it's good to prop your butt up on a blanket. You can also cross at your shins for Sukhasana. So find your comfort level. We're going to be here for a little while. And then when you're ready, we'll start by just taking the hands to the thighs and just starting by closing your eyes. So as we begin, I think it's quite powerful and profound to imagine that as you close your eyes, you enter into this realm of infinite possibility. So this realm of imagination. Our mind is so powerful beyond our comprehension at times. I saw this meme of this heart, like an actual heart, holding flowers to the brain. The brain looks quite defeated. And it says it's time to start talking to yourself with more love. And so just to begin with our using of our imagination, I want you to bring your attention into your heart space. So we are so much more than our physical body, than this physical reality. We are electrical beings, we are energetic beings. So I want you to just, for a moment, just feel what it would feel like if you came out of your mind, out of your thoughts, into a feeling space within your heart center. What does it feel like in your physical body to start to soften? Just bringing your attention to the parts of your body that are connected to your blanket, to your mat, your legs, your sit bones. Are you able to even soften through your legs? Can you feel that vibration, that pull towards the earth? Beginning to visualize the bowl of your pelvis. The back of your pelvis is your sacrum at the base of your spine. I invite you to just imagine the architecture of your spine, following it from the sacrum all the way up to the base of your skull. And then continuing that energetic lift through the crown of your head. As you start to lengthen through the spine, notice your breath. And imagining that your breath is expanding all the way down into the bowl of your pelvis. So maintaining this energy that you've just cultivated, you're going to reach your hands behind you. Just slightly lean back and uncross and then recross your legs in the opposite way. I'm going to begin with a pranayama practice, a breath practice called Nadi Shodhana. You're going to take your left hand, so feel free to keep your eyes closed. Your index finger and your middle finger are going to come onto your third eye, so the space between your eyebrows. Your thumb will come to the top of your left nostril, and then the ring finger and the pinky finger will come to the top of the right. Okay. So just take a slow and steady inhale through both nostrils, and then a slow and steady exhale out both nostrils. And then start to plug the right nostril, slowly inhale through the left to the top of your breath, and then pause. And as you pause, maintain this softness of your body. And then plug the left nostril and exhale out the right. When you're ready, at the base of that exhale, inhale through the right nostril. At the top of that breath, you can plug both nostrils and pause. And then open the left nostril and exhale out. So that is one full round. We're going to do 5 rounds fully. I'll take you through the next one. Inhale through the left, pausing at the top. Soften the body. Close that one and exhale out the right. When you get to the bottom, inhale through the right, top of your breath, and pause. Plug both nostrils, exhale out the left. Doing 3 more full rounds with your breath on your own. No need to rush. Wherever you are, 1 more full round with your breath. When you've completed that last round, just releasing your hands onto your thighs. And just notice how that feels in your body. And again, feel free to keep your eyes closed. You're going to take your hands to the front of your knees and start with the cat-cow movement through the spine. So pulling the chest forward, lifting up through the chin, through the heart. And then exhale, start to round through the spine. Continuing there with the rhythm of your breath. So feel free to go a little bit slower. Feel free to go a little bit faster. If you tend to work at a desk, this is a beautiful way to come back to the spine, getting into all those little nooks and crannies that get stiff from sitting. The next time you come down into a round, so you're going to start to circle, doesn't matter which direction. Start to circle through the ribs, through the torso, continuing with that cat-cow movement as you rotate. And then when you're ready, you'll take it in the opposite direction. And on your next inhale, coming back to a neutral spine. Go ahead and blink your eyes open. When you're ready, you'll come forward onto all fours. So feel free to use your blanket, your knees if you need. And then just start here, moving through the spine in some more cat-cow movements, adding the hips to it, moving the hips into circles, maybe side to side. Rolling through the shoulders. Take one more breath here. And when you're ready, you'll come back to a neutral spine. Walk your hands forward of your shoulders, just about a hand print forward. Tuck your toes and lift up into downward facing dog. As you come into your first down dog, your legs are working as equally as much as your arms. So really reach up and back through the inner thighs. And then inhaling onto your toes, exhale, bend your knees, round your spine like a cat, and then curl forward into plank. And lower down onto your belly. So you're going to take your right arm out to the right, look over your left shoulder, and then roll onto that right side as you step your left foot back behind you. So bend your left knee. Maybe you take that left arm up towards the sky or back behind you. And then feel the breath expanding into the front of your chest and into your upper back. Take one more deep breath here. And then exhale, release your left hand down. Come all the way back down onto your belly. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, wiggling into your shoulders, just big circles. Forward and back. And then taking that to the other side, so reaching your left arm to the left, look over your right shoulder. Roll onto your left side as you step your right foot behind. You can do whatever you like with that right arm, or you can keep it down where it was. And again, expanding your ribs with your breath. Forward and back, side to side. Take 2 more breaths here. And exhale, release. Coming back onto your belly, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, and once again, you can lift up into cobra, roll your shoulders into big circles. And when you're ready, you'll tuck your toes and press up into downward facing dog. On your next inhale, reaching the right leg up towards the sky. And to bend your knee as you open through that head, take a twist underneath or towards your right armpit. Just gonna rotate your heart towards the right. And then as you exhale, straighten that right leg and step it forward next to your right foot. I'm gonna take that back knee down. And then inhale, reach your arms up. So as your arms are reaching up, feel your ribs lift away from your pelvis here. And then maintain that lift through the crown of your head. As you exhale, swing your arms back behind you. You're going to bend your elbows and make fists with your hands, bringing your hands or the fists together to touch behind you. And then open your elbows back. Lift your chest. So feel that opening across the front of your chest. One more breath. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, release your hands. Start to pulse through that front leg. Maybe you grab blocks. So just straightening and bending through that front leg. You can use blocks underneath your hands to support your spine here. It doesn't matter how fast or slow, maybe there's something there that you want to stay and hold. We'll take 3 more breaths. Next time that your knee bends, coming back into your lunge, go ahead and release your blocks to the side and step back into downward facing dog. Inhaling onto your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, curl forward into plank. Lower all the way down onto your belly. Take your forehead down as you reach your arms back down by your sides. Palms can face up. Okay. Lift your elbows up. So squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. And now lift your arms up. Beautiful. Lift them up as high as they'll go. And then make fists with your hands. Bring your fists together at the small of your back, your low back. Lift your elbows up. Lift your chest. And then expand from the front of your chest to your low back. Lift your chest a little higher, as if you're coming into, cobra. One more breath here. And then release your hands. Take your hands underneath or next to your ribs rather, and press up to downward facing dog. Come back to your breath. On your next inhale, reach your left leg up. And bending that knee as you open through the hip. Rotating your heart underneath your left armpit. As you exhale, straighten that left leg, stepping it forward next to your left hand. Taking your back knee down. And again, inhale and reach up. So feel your body lift. Really feel those abdominal muscles to support your spine to reach up to the crown of your head. And then exhale, reach your arms back. Again, bend your elbows, bring your fists together just at the small of your back. Open your elbows back. Open your chest. One more breath. And then inhale, reach. And exhale, release. Grabbing onto your blocks, bending and straightening through that front leg. Take 2 more breaths here. And next time you come back into your lunge, you'll set your blocks to the side. And then tucking your back toes under, swinging back to downward facing dog. Go ahead and wiggle out your legs, wiggle out your feet. On your
next inhale, come onto your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step, walk, or jump your feet to meet your hands. Inhaling halfway, so take your hands to something, shins, thighs, find length through your spine. And then exhale and fold. Your next inhale, come up with a long spine. Reach your arms all the way up and overhead. And then exhale, bring your palms to your hearts. And take a moment to check in, close your eyes. Just notice the connection of your feet into the mat. Notice the energy lifting up through the inner thighs, all the way through the pelvis, up the spine, through the crown of your head. Take one more breath here. And then when you're ready, blinking your eyes open as you inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. And exhale, fold. Soften your knees if you need to as you fold forward. Inhale, come halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, step to plank pose, high push-up. So you can either lift directly up to down dog or choose your vinyasa, lowering to cobra or chaturanga and up dog. Back to downward facing dog. Come back to your breath. Surya Namaskar A is a moving meditation, a moving prayer. So come back to your breath. Your next inhale, coming onto your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step, walk, or jump your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway, find length in your spine. And exhale, fold. Inhaling with a long spine, reach all the way up and overhead. And exhale, your palms together to your hearts. Again, inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale, fold. Soften your knees and feet. And inhale, lengthen through the spine, reach the crown of your head forward. And then exhale, step back into plank high push-up. Again, your choice, lowering to cobra, chaturanga, up dog, back to downward facing dog. Notice your breath. And inhaling onto your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step, walk, or jump your feet forward. Inhaling halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise with a long spine, reach up. And exhale, your palms to your heart. So we'll add from here, inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold. Inhaling halfway, find that length. And as you exhale, there you go. Good. And as you exhale, step back to plank, moving through your choice of vinyasa. And your next inhale, reach your right leg up towards the sky. Bend that knee as you open through your hips. Beautiful. And then exhale, swing it forward next to your right hand. This time you're going to come into warrior one, so taking that back heel down. And then inhale, reach up into your Virabhadrasana. So reach into the outer edge of your back foot. Rotate your back heel down. Okay. There you go, but not too much. Rotate your toes more forward. Yes. You can step forward a little bit. No, with your back foot. Oh, yes, there you go. Even more. There you go. Now rotate a little bit. Beautiful. On your next exhale, reach your arms back behind you. Bend your elbows, make fists with your hands, and without touching your back, bring your fists together to touch. Open through the chest. So really get your hands away from your back. Don't let them touch. So out towards me. Okay. Yeah, and now bring them together. Yeah. Now open through the chest. You got this, you got this, you got this. Yes. One more breath. On your next inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. And as you exhale, release your hands down, grab your blocks, straighten your front leg for Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. So really reaching into the ball of your front foot so that your calf engages to support your front knee. And then reaching into the outer edge of your back foot. Take one more breath here. Find that length through the sacrum all the way up the spine through the crown of your head. And then exhale, bend that knee, release your blocks, stepping back to downward facing dog. Inhaling onto your toes, exhale, bend your knees, curl the spine forward into plank pose. And then exhale, lowering all the way onto your belly. Take your arms down by your sides, palms face up, forehead onto the floor. Now feel your body, your energy draw in towards your midline, all the way from the crown of your head to your feet. And then start to reach your arms up. Reach your arms up as high as they'll go. And then make fists. Bring your fists together without touching the small of your back. So keep your hands lifted. Beautiful. Now lift your heart. Coming into Cobra pose or Shalabhasana pose. Beautiful. Lift up through the shoulders a little bit more. Open through the chest. One more breath. You've got this. Now stay lifted. Now reach your arms forward towards the windows. Good, now lift your legs. Yes. Hug in towards your midline. One more breath. And then exhale, release. Take your hands next to your rib cage. Press up to downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your left leg up. And bending that knee as you open through the hip. Beautiful. Exhale, step your left foot forward next to your left hand. Take your back heel down. So your back toes are slightly rotated more forward than out. And then inhale, reach up to warrior one. So feel that lift of the torso with your arms reaching up. And then exhale, swing your arms back. Bend your elbows, make fists. Once again, don't touch your body. Back behind you. Use the strength of your chest to open. Breathe. Draw your elbows back a little bit more if you can. Lift up through the crown of your head. One more breath. And then inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, release Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Grab your blocks. Then straighten your leg. Again, as that left hip pulls back and in towards your midline, the sacrum through the spine to the crown of your head pull forward. One more breath here. Yes, there you go. Straighten your front leg. There you go. And then exhale, bend your front knee. Set your blocks to the side. Step back into downward facing dog. And then bring your knees onto the floor. If you have sensitive knees, grab your blanket. You're going to place it underneath your knees. Come up to a kneeling position with your blocks. So you're going to place the blocks right to the outside of your feet. And keep your butt on your heels. So you can tuck your toes and just sit on your heels. Perfect. From here, you're gonna take your right hand onto the block to the right. And then as you inhale, continue or push your hips forward as you reach your left arm up and back. And then exhale, release your butt back. And swing around to the left. Inhale, push your hips forward as you reach your right arm up and back. We're gonna do that 2 more full rounds. Release, go a little faster, go a little slower. Go with the rhythm of your breath. So the slower we go, we can always pay attention a little bit better. Last time to the right, last time to the left. When you're ready, you'll place your blocks back to the front and make your way back into downward facing dog. You can set your blanket to the side. And then inhale, reach your right leg up. Bending that knee as you open through the hip. Exhale, swing it forward next to your right hand. Virabhadrasana 1, once again, take that back heel down, reach your arms up. So this time you're going to swing your arms back. Bend your elbows, make fists, bring them together away from your back. Open through the chest. And now interlace your fingers, bring your hands to the back. So now push against your low back and open your chest a little bit more. Draw your elbows back. And now start to stretch your arms down without cranking into your elbows as you exhale and fold forward. Coming into humble warrior. So you can rest your belly on your thigh, you can come to the inside, but keep your right hip hugging in towards your midline. And then reach into the outer edge of your back foot. One more breath. Inhale halfway, release your hands. Go ahead and grab your blocks, straighten your front leg, Parsvottanasana. So feel free to stay in Parsvottanasana, or you can move into twisted triangle pose, keeping your left hand on the block. Feeling your ribcage wrap around your spine as you twist to the right. Maybe you reach your right arm up, maybe you take your right hand to your hip or your sacrum. And breathe. One more breath here. And then exhale, release your right hand. Bend your front knee, step back to downward facing dog. Inhaling onto your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, round forward into plank pose. And then lower down onto your belly. Last time here, take your arms down by your sides, palms faced up. Forehead on the floor. Good. And now from here, start to lift your shoulders, lift your arms up. And notice if anything has shifted. And then make fists with your hands, bring your hands together. And lift away from your back, and then start to lift your chest up. And maintain this as you start to lift your legs up. So chest and legs are lifted. Beautiful. Breathe into your chest. Stay in Shalabhasana as you start to reach your arms forward out in front of you. Lift up a little higher if you can. One more breath here. And then exhale, release. Come into crocodile. Take one hand on top of the other underneath your forehead. And then just wiggle your hips from side to side. And then when you're ready, you'll take your hands next to your ribcage, tuck your toes, and press up into downward facing dog. And then on your next inhale, reach your left leg up, bending that knee as you open through the head. Beautiful. Exhale, step it forward next to your left hand. Take your back heel down, Virabhadrasana 1. Reach your arms up. Swing your arms back behind you. Bend your elbows, bring your fists together to touch. Open your chest. So really reach into the anchor. Your back foot is your anchor here. And then bring your hands to the back as you interlace your fingers and open your elbows even more. So open your chest even more here. And then start to stretch your arms back. As you exhale and fold into humbled warrior. Really breathing into the entire expanse of your ribcage. Relax your head. Keep that left hip hugging in. One more breath. Slowly lift halfway, release your hands, grab your blocks, and then straighten into that front leg. If you feel like your legs are too wide, you can always step your back foot forward. Okay, you can either stay here in Parsvottanasana or coming into twisted triangle, keeping your right hand on that block, feeling the length of your spine reach forward through the crown of your head as you twist to the left. And then either reach that left arm up or take the left hand onto your sacrum or onto your hip. One more breath here. And then exhale, release, bending into that front knee. Set your blocks to the side and swing back to downward facing dog. And when you're ready, you'll bring your knees down for child's pose. So take a moment, you can relax your arms down by your sides. Take a few more breaths here. And when you're ready, go ahead and walk your hands back and just come up to a kneeling position. If that is not comfortable for you, just lift your butt off of your heels. And then you're going to grab your blanket. Once again, place it down onto your mat and bring your knees onto that blanket. So we're going to move into Ustrasana camel pose. So I'll demonstrate it for a moment and then we can go from there. So then I'll talk you through it. So to start out with, I'm gonna have everyone tuck their toes, tuck your toes under. Then I want you to feel this hugging in through the midline. So even though my thighs aren't touching, my legs are actively drawing in, okay? I like to put the blocks down next to the feet just in case. Okay, so from here, I want to feel my abdominals working, my abdominal muscles, by feeling the ribs actively lifting up from the pelvis, okay? So I want you to feel that, and then take the heels of your hands back onto your low back. Keep lifting up, keep allowing those muscles to support the front of your spine as you come back. The pelvis does not come with me. The pubic bone stays pressing forward. Then I walk back to the blocks or to the feet and lift up through the chest. So if you want, you can create a double chin and then let your head go back, but don't let your head hang off of your neck. Then from there, we're gonna come up and then we'll sit back. We'll do that about 3 times, okay? All right, so when you're ready, bring your knees slightly more in towards each other. Perfect. So we'll start tucking the toes. And then if that doesn't work, you can take the tops of your feet down, okay? All right, so feel that lift. Feel your abdominal muscles all the way up start to work. Press your hips forward. Take the heels of your hands onto your low back. Keep lifting up. And then start to walk your hands back, but don't let your pelvis come with you. Then you can come back onto your heels or onto the blocks back behind you, or stay exactly where you are. Okay, take about 3 to 4 breaths in each camel. And then you're gonna use the muscles of your front, of your abdominals, to lift you back up. And then sit back on your heels if that's okay. Otherwise, you can sit on your blocks. Just for a moment, you can close your eyes, just kind of settling back into neutral here. And then when you're ready, you can come in for your second round. Maybe this will be your final round, and that's okay too. If you want to if you feel like you can go a little bit further in your back bend, you could always take the tops of your feet down. Otherwise, keep your toes tucked. Okay. Again, coming up into kneeling, lifting up through the front. Feel the muscles support your spine here. Then start to walk back. My pelvis does not come with me. If you want to take your head back, you create a double chin to engage those muscles so that your traps are actually a pillow for your neck. You never want to feel strain in your neck when you come back. Slowly come back up. Use your strength to lift back up. And then sit back, either on your heels or on your blocks. Once again, you can close your eyes. So if you are finished, you'll come into downward facing dog. If you want to do one more camel, go ahead and come up. Coming into camel for another 4 breaths or so. When you're ready, slowly lift up. And then everyone's going to make their way into downward facing dog. So you're just going to find some traction in the spine, let the head hang. Take 2 more breaths here. Exhale, bring your knees onto your mat. You're going to swing your legs out in front of you and come into Dandasana. So if you have tight hamstrings, tight hips, you're actually going to fold your blanket like you got it from the shelf. And you're going to prop your butt up to the front edge of that blanket and let your pelvis kind of tilt forward. So we'll move into Paschimottanasana, reaching up. Imagine a ball in your belly. You're going to lift up and over that ball. So you're rounding into your low back. And then just let your hands come wherever they come. Slowly come all the way back up. Shake out your legs a little bit. So from here, you're going to bend into your right knee and then shift that right leg over to the right. And you're going to take that knee down and bring the sole of your foot to the inner groin. So you're going to be wider than 90 degrees. Okay. And then take your left hand onto your left leg, reach your right arm up. And take a side bend over towards that left foot. And as you take your side bend, make sure that you're opening your chest towards the sky. And then slowly coming all the way back up. Taking a twist over your bent knee. So you can either take your left hand to either leg and then reach your right fingertips behind. Slowly coming back to center. Go ahead and bend that right knee back. You're going to renegotiate your pelvis back to center and straighten that right leg out. So we're going to take that to the other side, bending your left leg. Shifting that left leg towards the tiger, and then bringing that knee down as you bring your foot towards your groin. So again, you want to be wider than 90 degrees here. Take your right hand onto your right leg, reach your left arm up. Take a side bend towards that right foot. And again, from here, keeping your heart open towards the sky. Really getting into that side bend here. Take 2 more breaths. And then slowly inhaling all the way back up. Taking a twist over that bent knee, you can take your right hand to either leg, reaching your left fingertips behind. Just like a distance, I simply can't. Is love alive? Is love alive? Is love alive? And slowly release. Bring that left knee back in. Renegotiate the pelvis back to neutral and straighten that left leg. and shake out your legs. And when you're ready, you can come off of your blanket and make your way onto your back. As you come onto your back, go ahead and hug your knees in towards your chest. I invite you to take a final pose of your choice. So either a twist, maybe a bridge pose, maybe a happy baby pose, figure four pose.
Taking a moment to come back to your breath. Bringing movement into your body as you wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rotating your wrists, your ankles, maybe your head from side to side. And then drawing your knees in towards your chest, rolling onto either side. And as you are ready, gently pressing up to a comfortable seat, placing your hands on your thighs, keeping your eyes closed. Just taking a final moment here with your eyes closed to reconnect to your body and your breath. Just notice how you feel after your practice. And we'll conclude with one Om together as you bring your hands to your heart. Taking a deep cleansing breath in through the nose and then out through the mouth. And inhaling for Om. And I invite you to take a moment to bow your head, connecting the wisdom of your mind to the compassion and wisdom of your heart. Bowing to a new year. Bowing to your truth and to the source that connects us all. Thank you, everybody. Namaste. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for coming. Thank you. I don't know how there's like a like on this, but nobody